Yo, is this person fucking retarded? I don't even know how to begin this video because there is just so much shit that happens behind the scenes that nobody knows about. And what's funny to me is that I was going to make a video on Leafy months before the iDubbbz videos dropped. And that was only regarding his content and the things that I saw on Twitter. It had nothing to do with the things that I know now about him, about how he's using people behind the scenes, and oh my god, dude. This kid is a fucking train wreck, man. And I'm not just going to be reiterating the things that Nick from Hey Watch Your Mouth said. His video was great, by the way. I must urge you to pause this video right now and go check out Nick. I'll put an annotation right here on the screen. His channel is fucking awesome. He's hilarious and he makes really good content. So if you haven't already, go to Nick's channel and watch his video on Leafy because it's really eye-opening. When I saw his video, I didn't know any of that. I knew that he helped him with some videos. I didn't know how much he took advantage of him. Oh, and by the way, you guys might see this as like a sting, right? Like the two of us were talking amongst ourselves and be like, oh, fuck Leafy, you know, behind the scenes. But no, it's not. I was planning on making this video regardless of Nick wanting to make a video as well. I mean, it just happened to be at the same time. You guys might not believe me, but it's the truth.
You liar!
And I guarantee you that nobody on the internet can make a better exposed video than someone who has been personally involved with him. And let's be honest, if you're constantly unfair and manipulative with the people that you work with, then how can you expect them to be loyal? My first experience ever with the kid, he was trying to manipulate me out of making a video on him.
What? What?
It happened a couple months before the iDubbbz video. So basically when he found out that I was making a video on him, he reached out to another big YouTuber that was also friends with me, and these guys were telling me, oh, well, Leafy wants to talk to you. And I was like, wait, why? Why else would he want to talk to me? The only thing he knows about me is that I'm going to make a video on him. The thing that really turns me off about Leafy is I think he reached out to me because he knew I was going to make a video on him, and his goal was to befriend me and try to manipulate me so I wouldn't make the video. You know, at the time, I was at like 13,000 subscribers, and I saw this guy with millions, and I was like, holy shit, this guy actually wants to talk to me? So I was kind of taken aback by this, so I agreed to get into a chat with him. It wasn't just me and him though, it was me, him, and two other YouTubers. I wasn't even talking though, I was kind of just sitting in the chat, listening to him, and he would ask me questions and I would type, and I'd be like, okay, well, what is he trying to get at? He wasn't even really talking about the video I was gonna make on him. He was just talking about random shit. So then he added me on Skype, so I added him back, and he messaged me. He said, what up? And then I said, I want to make this clear from the start, I don't hate you at all. You heard I'm making a video on you, right? But he was just going on and on, man. Like, his objective was to befriend me so I would stop making a video on him. And it's clear as fucking day. And I told him I didn't hate him because I didn't hate him. I don't hate the people I make videos on. I just criticize them because I don't like the things that they're doing. So then my gears started turning, right? Instead of making just an exposed video on this guy, I can feature him in a video, I'll shoot my criticisms at him, and I'll give him the opportunity to respond to them. I thought this would be more fair for him, and I thought it would garner me more views because I'd be able to put feature Leafy is here in the title. It was a win-win, essentially. He was a little bit wary at first, but then he agreed to do it. So then I told him I would send him my document that had all the criticisms on it. So I sent him the document, he said that it looked fine, but then he gave me all this shit about how he's always busy, and that he might be able to have time in the next week or so. Obviously, I didn't hear from him for the next couple days, so then I decided to put the video on hold for a little bit. And then he got back in contact with me, and we started talking a lot, and he told me that he liked my content, and I thought that we were becoming friends. You know, I was delusional to the point where I thought that this guy, who had millions of subscribers, wanted to be a friend of me, someone who had around like 15,000. What I didn't know is that he was doing this with fucking everybody. Of course, as time passed, this potential video never saw the light of day, so by sending him this document, I was effectively telling him in private all the things that I wasn't okay with. I will be telling you all of my criticisms of him today, mainly because when you tell him these things privately, he doesn't take action. You have to make this shit public. It's kind of strange, right? How Leafy shortened his transition slides as soon as iDubbbz made a huge stink about it. Obviously, he's going to do that, or he's going to scrap the idea entirely. The thing is, people constantly give him shit in private, but he doesn't act on it. Unless you're a highly respected person in the community, like Colossal is crazy.
Do you think that it's a possibility that when you hear someone pissing, that you can kind of work out the size of the genitalia?
Leafy is extremely manipulative, but the thing is, he's not only trying to manipulate his audience, he's also manipulating the people he calls friends behind the scenes. According to Nick, he's been trying to manipulate a lot of people in the community to make videos on Ethan Klein from H3H3. And I haven't spoken to Leafy in a couple weeks, but I'm pretty sure that if I kept in contact with him, that he'd be doing the same shit with me.
And one of my my friend's Will, an actual fucking friend, who is a YouTuber, you guys might know him. His name is Erotic. We're talking, we're going back and forth, and I'm like, yeah, Leafy told me I should make a video on H3H3. He's like, really? He told me the exact same thing.
So we were just talking, and you sort of got me into an idea of making a video about H3H3. And at the time I was like, yo, this can pull a lot of views, I might actually do it. Right, and I talked to other people about it, and they were like, I don't know, man. Like, what exactly has he done? Like, he hasn't really done anything to deserve a video made about him. And I was like, yeah, I know, but it can put a lot of views and stuff. And I went to Pyrocynical, and Pyrocynical's like, Leafy's manipulating you. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. And I talked to Leafy, and Leafy's like, yo, come on, man. I'll even RT the tweet if you release a video. I'll RT the video. I'll get you all the views. Just make a video about H3H3. Keep on, like, you know, telling me to make stuff, and he sends me Reddit articles to use and stuff. He's pretty, you know, he's pretty serious about me making an H3H3 video. I'm like, alright, fine, yeah, maybe I'll do it. And then I ask other people, and I find out that other people are also being asked by Leafy to make an H3H3 video. So it seems like he's just manipulating all these people to make a video about H3H3 when he hasn't really done anything. So that's sort of my side on it. I've got some screenshots to show you, conversations. Hope that helps.
Absolute fucking legend. Now, if you guys want to go check out Will, his name is Erotic TV on YouTube. His link will be in the description. He makes great content. Like, he's super fucking funny. And again, Leafy, that's what we call a shout out.
What the fuck? On any actual level at all? What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
When the iDubbbz videos dropped, Leafy was in contact with me pretty regularly. He would call me on Skype at ridiculous times. I'm talking like 3 in the morning. He has a really fucked up sleeping pattern, and when I say fucked up, I mean it's like the complete opposite of every normal person in the world. He doesn't think at all like, oh, maybe this person might be sleeping. No, he's like, I'm just gonna call you whenever I need you, because when I need you, I need you. This one time I can remember, he called me at 3 a.m. At the time, he was in Seattle, and he asked me if I lived anywhere near there. And the reason he asked me this is because he lost his mic or something, and he wanted to make a video. And if I lived like a couple hours away, he expected me to bring him a mic, to drive a mic to where he was. I told him that I lived all the way across the states, and he was like, all right, that's fine. Apparently he had someone else do it. I don't know who, but he has all of these people working for him, you know, like little pawns. It's like a chess game for him, you know? He has all of these pieces, and he's the king, and he's just constantly like moving them around. He asked me if I could make a thumbnail for his iDubbbz response video. I told him I was pretty decent with Photoshop, but I didn't know if I could pull something together really quick for him, and I guess that wasn't good enough because he ended up reaching out to someone else, and they made it for him instead. I guess I just need to work on my Photoshop skills, and then Leafy will accept me. And then when he dropped his iDubbbz response video, he practically begged me to tweet good things about it. I'm pretty sure he did this with a couple other people too. There's one person that I reached out to in particular that told me this. This one time I spent all night editing a video for him and I couldn't get it done that night. And he did post on Twitter how his Sony Vegas was constantly crashing. So when you see on Twitter that he's been up all night or that he's been having technical difficulties, it's more than likely that someone else just hasn't finished their video for him. Because let's be honest, how much time does it take to cut up your audio and cut up gameplay? Leafy has a bunch of other YouTubers on call at all times. I know a lot of them personally, and I talked to some of them, but I don't want to name drop anybody because a lot of them don't want tension between them and Leafy. Now, I don't want to make the claim that it's bad for you to have people working for you, because it's not. If you're paying them what they are worth, it's fine. Lots of people do this. Philip DeFranco does this. The thing is, Leafy gets away with paying these people so little because they're not employees of him, and he uses his large sub count as influence against these people. He has people do pretty much everything for him. Make his scripts, create thumbnails for him, do research for his videos, and even make portions of his videos for him. Nick even said in his video that him and another YouTuber pretty much worked on his entire Keemstar rant. And you might be asking, well, how is he able to make people so loyal? You know, how is he making people bend to his every wish? It's because he sucks their dick. Nick, dude. He's done it to me personally. And I know he's done it to Nick with his Commentary Wars videos. You know how I made a video on Trisha Paytas and Leafy also made a video on Trisha Paytas? Well, apparently, Leafy really liked my video on Trisha Paytas. He said it was so good. He said it was amazing. So then I ended up helping him with his second Trisha Paytas video. I did research for him. I sent him timestamps and videos that he could use. Only after all this did he tell me in a call that he only watched the first couple minutes of my video. And he only told me this because I asked him about a portion of my video near the end, and he had no idea what I was talking about. So Nick, when you say that he really loved your Commentary Wars videos, it's more than likely that he just skimmed through them, or just watched the first minute and clicked off. He doesn't give a shit about anybody else. He just wants his content to be good, and he wants other people to do it for him. He would call me like every other day, and every single time he called me, without fail, it would always be about a video he was making. He wanted to know what my opinions were of the video. He would ask me, yo dude, so I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think? And then he would try and pick my brain, right? Because I told him about all the research I did for my rice gum video. He saw this and tried to take advantage of it. So whenever he had a video idea, he would reach out to me on Skype and he'd be like, yo, so I'm thinking about doing this. Is there anything that you would add, or do you think that there's anything that you would say? Please look at my shitty script and edit it for me. If you could go out of your way to look up this and this and this for me, and then just, you know, pretty much write my entire video for me, that would be great. The thing is, when you speak with Leafy, he's always going at 1,000,000 miles an hour, right? Like he's just snorted a bunch of cocaine or something. He's always going. He's always fucking going. When I used to speak with him, I would get like a couple sentences in, and we'd be on a call for like half an hour. He likes to talk a lot. He doesn't really like to work though. He likes other people to do his work for him. He put me on hold for 30 fucking minutes when it was 3 o'clock in the morning. He doesn't give a shit about people, and I ended up just hanging up on him. But no, to him, I'm just a pawn for him to use. If he's not tired, I'm not tired. If he wants me to work, I'm gonna work for him.
People always say you're trying to improve your content by getting other people to do your videos for you. Is that really improving? Or is it taking advantage of someone that spent up to 10 hours on an intro or skit for a small amount of payment? You could have helped them out with giving them a shout out, like Pyrocynical does, properly crediting people for their work. You also act like a complete fucking idiot.
So there's this YouTuber named Quackity. In the red boxes, that's all this guy's content. Leafy has been using this kid pretty frequently. I mean, apparently he pays him off behind the scenes, and that's cool, but it's probably a very minimal payoff. Oh, but he does credit him. And when I say credits him, he puts him in the description as friend or quack. And he makes sure to put him 5 lines down in the description, so you have to open the description in order to see it. The only way that it's beneficial to the person who's helping you is if you put it in the top 3 lines of your description. That way people are more likely to see it. If you haven't, please go check out Quackity, because he fucking busts his balls for Leafy. His channel is fucking hilarious. So please go check him out. I'll put an annotation here. This is what you call a shout out. It's weird, I know. Leafy goes out of his way to avoid crediting people, because it's much easier to hand someone $50 for work and get $10,000 in return for a video than it is to spend some time within your video to give that person some credit, to send some of your subscribers over to that channel. My guess is that he avoids crediting people because he has so many people working for him that it would be a little bit ridiculous for him to credit every single person that helps him with a video. It's like he's trying to manipulate his audience into thinking that he works harder on his videos than he actually does. And what better way to do that than to have other YouTubers make your videos for you, pay them off behind the scenes with practically no money, but it's okay because you have millions of subscribers, and these people want to keep you on their good side, right? So they're not going to speak out about this shit or complain about it. And then he just keeps recycling and doing that shit over and over again. In Nick's video, he claims that Leafy offered him $20 for an intro.
Dude, that's not worth a shout out, man. How about I pay you? Alright, sure, yeah, I mean, fuck, if you're gonna pay me, that's what's up. How much are you gonna pay me, dude? Is 20 bucks okay?
Is 20 bucks okay?
Just to prove to you how ridiculous this is, Scarce replied to a tweet of mine with, "That fucking scared me when I heard it. When my friend helps me film a 30-second skit, I pay him at least $200 a video." And to put this into perspective, Scarce has what, like 2.5 million subscribers, and Leafy has 5 million subscribers? And Scares is willing to pay someone $200 for helping him with a 30-second skit, and Leafy offers people $20 to make intros for him that lasts like a minute or 2 minutes. The greed is fucking insane to me. Obviously, my hope with this video is that he watches this and the people that he works with man up behind the scenes and demand more money from him. Now, Leafy has shouted out people in videos before, but I only remember it happening once.
I want to quickly give huge props to Colossal is Crazy and Dull and Dark, who helped a shit ton with the intro in the beginning.
He doesn't keep track of his actions at all. He doesn't just not credit people in videos, he does it on Twitter too. He posted 4 pictures on Twitter without any credit given to the artists. There is another person I'd like to shout out, his name is Mubulated. This person Leafy regularly fucked over. Mubulated was a big fan of Leafy, you know, he really liked his content, so he made an animation for him. He got in contact with Leafy and asked him if it was okay for him to put it on his channel. Leafy was not okay with the length of the animation, and he told him that if he made it longer, that he might put it on his second channel. No, fuck him, dude. Fuck him. He doesn't know what real work is. So then Mubulated spent a lot of time to make this animation longer, and he got back to Leafy and he asked him if it was okay, and guess what? Leafy never responded. He just blew him off completely. So then Mubulated was really upset with him and made a video on his channel.
I did everything he told me to do. He wanted it to be longer. He said he wanted it to be around 4 to 5 minutes long. So I made it 6 minutes long. I guess that wasn't good enough for him. I put all of my effort into it. I did everything he told me to do. He said that make the conclusion the end of the animation, so I did that. I honestly thought it was gonna be good enough, but I guess not.
Basically, it took a fucking Twitter riot in order for Leafy to notice that it was a problem, so then Leafy saw this video and reached out to Mubulated and told him, hey man, please delete this video and in turn I'll upload your animation. Thanks. So then he finally ended up uploading the animation to his channel. He mentioned him as the animator.
Because he's just some random animator. It's not a big deal. I mean, he's just a little piece of shit compared to me and my millions of subscribers.
Mubulated even went out of his way to animate an outro for Leafy. This time, Leafy didn't ignore him. He sucked his fucking dick. I mean, look at this. He literally said, oh my god, it's so good. Yo, wouldn't it be hard? Never mind. It's good. It's so good. I don't think I'll use it in all of my videos, but I'll use it on the animation you make and a few more. It's so good. And guess what? He never ended up using it. And Mubulated spent 4 hours of his life on this. The least Leafy could do is thank him on Twitter or something. Fucking Christ. You know, if it's not out in the open, if a lot of people don't know about it, then it's not a big deal, right? To prove just how shitty this guy is at crediting people, remember his 2 million subscriber special? There were 2 YouTubers that helped him with this special, Solid Shibe and Shorby. I'll link them both and I'll put them both in the description box below if you're interested in checking them out. According to Solid Shibe, he put 2 links that didn't work in his description, then people called him out for this, so then he changed it so it was just Shorby twice. Then 2 hours later, after other YouTubers called him out again, he then fixed it. But then later on down the road, apparently Solid Shibe was expressing himself on Twitter and saying some things that weren't very nice about Leafy, and Leafy got butthurt. So what did Leafy do? He removed Solid Shibe entirely from his description, even though he helped him with the work. Leafy is also kind of stupid. You know Basherverse? Well, he insinuated that Basher was a pedo in one of his own videos, and then used the fact that Keemstar reported that Basher was a pedo as a point against Keemstar in his Keemstar video. What? That is fucking crazy to me.
Like, it's honestly starting to seem like everybody on this website is fucking insane or has some sort of hidden issue. Like, seriously, what is it now? Every other week some sort of kids YouTuber comes out as a fucking pedophile?
Hey guys, my name is Basher. Today we'll play some Hungar games, but it's just not your average Hungar games. It's Hungar games with guns.
Okay, maybe I was wrong. I mean, this guy doesn't seem that bad. If I had a kid, I wouldn't mind him watching this guy.
I'm sick and tired of being called a fucking rapist!
Okay, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? What even happened to this guy? God damn, he's wearing a goddamn Power Rangers hoodie. What?
Fuck you!
Slandering and falsely accusing several different YouTubers of being a goddamn pedophile.
And Keemstar ran with it, posting whatever he could find or make up. Now, look, I know everyone here knows that I'm not a pedophile.
I'm kind of nitpicking with this one, but there is a video that he titled, "Insane Girl Takes Bath Filled with Pickles Then Eats Them." But within this video, he only had 15 seconds of the video that he mentioned in the title within his video. The entire rest of the video had nothing to do with the title. Ugh.
Just what the fuck?
I think it's funny how he doesn't keep track at all of the things that he's done in the past, because he made that video called The Last YouTube Rant and then ended up making another YouTube rant a couple weeks later. Dude, if you're going to cover YouTube as a site, you probably shouldn't name it The Last YouTube Rant. While I'm making this video, I should probably call out your ridiculous fucking clickbait. YouTube is shutting down my channel. Oh my God, this is the end of the world, dude. Shut the fuck up, man. Your ridiculous titles in your extremely repetitive videos might work for your 12-year-old fan base, but clearly a lot of people have a problem with it. Your content isn't good, dude. It's not. It's terrible. The only sort of quality that comes out of your content is from other people, and I think that fact scares the fuck out of you. The fact that your videos are so bad but you have such a high subscriber count and people constantly call you out for this, the way that you fix this is by improving your content, not by asking other people to improve it for you. I will never be talking with him again. I never want to be associated with this kid ever again because he's fucking scum. He has a second channel devoted to nothing but skits that were in videos that he's put on his main channel. All he does is he cuts them out and he puts them on this channel for extra ad revenue. And some of these videos other people have made. It's fucking ridiculous.
100 layers of cum. Okay. Alright. What the fuck is this website?
92, 93, 94. Yay!
Alright guys, that's it. I'm done going in on Leafy. I think it's very important that people get a better idea of what kind of person Leafy is, and I hope you come away from this video knowing that Leafy is a lazy cunt that uses and manipulates people.